Last game of your rival series, MP. What you got in store for us tonight?
A win. Because that's all anybody really wants, right? I'm gonna make it feel like Christmas in here tonight. I'm dishing out gifts to the whole squad.
You saying you Santa Claus?
Whoa, Xander. Nah, I'm saying I'm better than old Jolly St. Nick. He shows up and delivers, what, once per year? While MP shows up and gives you 82 plus the playoffs. Have the milk and cookies ready.
Making it a half-court game allows us to be a big basketball team. Guys?
Leveraging all that size. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Kuzma outside. Pass to MP. Back to Kuzma. So, Tim, for teams off to a really slow start, there's pressure to get it together before it's too late, and there's not enough time to make it up.
Well, it's early, so teams still have time. I think some teams have been affected by injury or just slow starts by individual players. It's not too late, but you can't wait.
George in at the 3 spot.
And you can pretty much count on Maxey to find shots. He does his job out there.
And with a bigger responsibility, Tim, the efficiency numbers for Tyrese Maxey taking a bit of a dip.
Well, they certainly have, but they've gone from great to just good enough. But I think, Kevin, as he gets more help, more guys come back from injury, those numbers will recover.
They sure will.
Yeah, shots like this are big for MP's development. I love seeing him capitalize off the catch.
Embiid in the corner. Pass to Edgecombe. Embiid sets the pick for Edgecombe. Over Trent. Edgecombe, no good. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 1-point game. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Guys, back to you.
Great mentality. All right, Allie. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And stolen by MP. And it's Turner finishing it off.
And this is my passion.
Outside Lowry. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Trent. Bucks have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Portis a screen on Lowry. Anthony in the corner. Back to MP. Pass to Portis. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Edgecombe with the steal. And here's the break. Oubre. No good.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, it's simple math. You've got to limit teams to one shot on your defensive end and then give yourself extra possessions when you have the ball.
And
Here's Maxey. From outside, Antetokounmpo with the rebound. MP with it, picked up by Edgecombe. Shoots! Oh, with a slam dunk.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Bucks.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be not. MP outside. Shot clock at 6. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So he gets them both. Here's Milwaukee now. Now, MP.
Wow, MP really learning how to run that pick and roll. That was nice.
McCain with the ball. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Now, let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
A win is a win is a win, but you guys looked a little out of sync tonight. There wasn't the usual flow. Can you talk about that?
But that's okay. We got to see how we respond when the game plan goes out the window and it's time to figure out things on the fly. If we can win these games when we're out of sync, it builds up our confidence because we know this is the exception that proves the rule.
Understood. Thanks for your time, MP.
You're welcome.
Kevin, over to you.
Terrific stuff, Dominic. Thanks. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter,
2K Sports, and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. And on tap tonight, it's the Detroit Pistons going up against the Milwaukee Bucks here at Fiserv Forum. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Miles Turner.
Well, his scoring has dipped over the last few seasons, and sometimes that can be cause for concern. But it doesn't always tell the full story. You have to consider his role, his usage, as well as the other ways he contributes to the team.
Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Cade and Ivy, they're the backcourt. And it's Duren in at the 5, down low. And for the Bucks, Trent Jr. and Kuzma on the wings. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner, and it's MP in at the point guard position. And one thing we expect to see tonight, great guard play on both sides.
Well, these matchups can be so compelling. You know you're going to get elite ball handling, passing, shot creation. No question, this one's going to be entertaining to watch.
And these rivalry games, always captivating. Some players will try to downplay it, but not MP. He said all along, I'm coming for him.
Well, this has been one of the great rivalries to watch unfold in the league. Any matchup could potentially be a toss-up due to the heated nature of these two teams. The thing with MP, though, he doesn't want to just be his opponent's equal. He wants to outdo them at every turn and prove his is the better squad. I gotta say, MP has been pretty darn solid since making his statement about winning all these big rivalry games.
And the shot goes in.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Antetokounmpo outside. No good on the triple. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. They've traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks and came away with the win.
They barely got the win the last time these teams faced off, and in large part I think it was because they were pushing the action and drawing foul calls.
Yeah, at the end of the day, a win is a win, but you know they want to play a lot better this time around.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Washington. Kuzma, that's on the board.
When I look at the Bucks, they're going the wrong way in these power rankings. Still in the middle, but dropping. And they need to search for a little extra motivation.
Now here's Trent. Last game for him, he picked up 13. Shot clock at 6. MP outside. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo, and that one goes in.
He's always ready to take the shot. MP got it away quick.
There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter here. Cunningham against MP. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Kenny Atkinson, who replaced him in Cleveland. But B.A. talking about landing on your feet, Bickerstaff.
Whoa! Giannis with a showstopper.
How do you even come up with something like that? Giannis is an artist.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. 7-point differential. Up and in on the layup. Cunningham's got 7 points for the quarter.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
MP with it, now guarded by Harris. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Well, you're shooting it. If you have an opportunity to get to the rim, you have to take it.
And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. Harris and Duren together in the middle. Ivy and Thompson are the 2 and the 3. And it's Cunningham in at the point. MP outside. Oh! Don't let Giannis in!
Well, you could see that coming. Giannis not to be denied, especially at the rim.
Pistons trail by 7. Cunningham outside. And 4. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. EA, back to you.
Establishing the mindset. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
Come on, man. So aggressive.
Now Duren. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Here's Cunningham. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Cunningham's got 7 now in this quarter.
And they're rolling. 4 straight makes to start the second half.
Got it. And the Bucks lead by 6. And Turner with the block.
Well, this is the kind of rim protection Turner provides. He knows his team relies on him to protect the paint. A guy whose confidence has really flourished. Turner isn't shy about stepping up.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Banks it home. Big shot.
Big time points from Cunningham. Good to see him stepping up in these moments.
Now Turner. Duren with a steal. Thompson in the post. Defended by Kuzma. Here's Duren. Outside Harris. Now Cunningham. Now Ivy from downtown. Yes, sir, with the 3.
Set Cunningham apart. He's never given you less than 100%, and he's always playing to win.
Knocks down the trifecta. And an intentional foul right there. Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker.
And when you talk about Ivy, his explosiveness really stands out, especially when he's running the floor.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're down by 6. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
They need to answer fast.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
Cunningham against MP. Now on to Kumpo. Counted.
Showing a good IQ for the game. MP feeding a guy ready to score.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. Now Turner. Curran with a steal. So it's Detroit picking up the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure.
I ain't saying I'm in love, but if I is, baby, it would be with you, cause shorty, you the shit. I ain't saying it's love, but if it was, this it gotta be the feeling, this shit like a drug. I pull her in the Rover, I said I'd take you to France, I know I told ya, baby.